besties, welcome back to the channel. This is So with Somi. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I made this stylish top with a tie at the back and the sleeves are open. So to get all the details, do not skip any part of this video and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So for this tutorial, I made use of 1.5 yards of this fabric. You can make use of any fabric of your choice. So guys, I want to explain something. I wanted to draft out a basic bodice on this material, but the chalk was not showing. So now this is a basic bodice I have drafted out already. So I do this all the time on the channel. So here I have only the back neckline, I have my waist measurement and my arm and my chest line measurement. So you can check it out on my channel. I have several videos on how to draft out a basic bodice. So I'll just put this pattern directly on the fabric. I'll pin it down. So I will trace out the pattern paper I've already marked. So you can draft out your basic bodice directly on the pattern paper, or you can draft it out directly on your fabric. So do not get confused, it's nothing serious. So next thing I'm going to do now is I'll be adding 1.5 inches to the length I have on this paper. So the length I have here, I wasn't okay with it, so I decided to add extra inches to that. So depending on how cropped you want your top to be, you can make it 15, 16, it all depends on you. So after that, I'm going to trace out all the excess I have, and I'll be using the same pattern paper to cut out for our back piece. But for now, we are cutting the front. So after cutting out the front, we'll use the same pattern for our back. So this is what I have after cutting out. So this is for the front, but I'll adjust the neckline. So we remember we have 1 inch for the front neckline. I'll take that 1 inch off. I'll come down by 3 inches for the front neckline, and I'll connect it to the neck depth this way. So I'm only adjusting the neckline for the front. So after that, I'll cut it off. I remember this is not the neckline that we're going to use. So this is what we have now. I'll keep it aside. We'll adjust this neckline later. I don't want to get you confused. We're going to adjust the back. Now from the neckline, I'll come down by 2 inches. This is where I'll be adding my press button, or you can add your loops. So from the hem, I went up by 5 inches. So if you don't want yours as open as mine, you can go up by 6 inches or 7 inches. On that 5 inches point, I went in by 3.5 inches. Like I said, if you don't want yours as open as mine, you can make it 2 inches or 3 inches depending. So I went up by 5 inches, went in by 3.5, and on the leg line I came down by 2 inches, and I'll connect the two of them together this way. So you can make yours a rounded shape like the one we are trying to recreate. So I'm measuring to be sure I have the same measurements. So this is all for the back piece. So I'll just trace off the excess we have there. But before then, I'm going to take it again. Went up by 5 inches, went in by 3.5 inches, and I connected to the 2 inches we came down on the neckline. So guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me on the comment section if there is any place that is confusing. So this is what we have. I'll use this to cut it out on the fabric. So after cutting the back, this is what I have. Now we'll be adjusting this back. Remember, we have a belt at the back, so we are going to cut out this excess we have on the side. So watch carefully. From where our neckline stopped, our opening for the back stop, we're going to trace it down to the full length this way. So it's that simple. So from where your cuff stopped, trace it down to the full length and cut off the excess we have there. So that excess, we'll be using our belt to replace that excess we just cut off now. Now from that cuff part, you know where the cuff part ended, we're going to notch it, because that is where our belt will stop. So now I'll use a bias to turn it and stop at that point where we notched. So do not get confused. Now we're going to be adjusting the front neckline. So if you watch the front, it is a stylish neckline. It is asymmetric. So what I'm going to do now is from the neck depth, I'm going to come down by 7 inches. So it all depends on how much cleavage you want to show, because if you go below 8 inches, your cleavage will show. So for mine, I don't want that. I came down by 7 inches. So like I said, using a chalk here is quite difficult. So I used my marker Now I'll connect that neckline to the other end. So guys, as I was doing this, I didn't know my camera wasn't showing, so I'm so sorry. So just connect it. After connecting, then you're going to trace it out, because it stops filming at some point. So here, this is what I was trying to say. I came down 7 inches and I connected it to the other side of the neckline. Then I traced off the excess I have there. Now what I'm going to use now is I'm going to use a bias to turn the neckline, because my fabric wasn't enough. So I'll use a bias to turn the neckline. And for the back piece, like I said, I'll use a bias to turn it. I'll turn the neckline, turn the side, and stop at that point where we notched. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. So guys, this is what I was trying to explain. I've turned the neckline with a bias, and this is for the back piece. I've equally done the same. I've turned the neckline and I've turned the opening too. So I stopped at where the notch ended. So this is what it's going to look like. It's coming together gradually. So I'm going to place them right side facing each other this way. I'll place the shoulders together, right side facing each other. I'll stitch the side with 1 inch. So I'll come to the other side. I'll do the same, join the shoulders together. I'll stitch the shoulders with 1/2 inch, and I'll stitch the sides with 1 inch. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. After stitching, this is what I have. So you see the back, this is where I'll be adding my press button. So if you added a loop, this is how it's going to look. Now for where our notch ended, that is where we'll be adding our belt, where we stopped our notch. So this is the belt I have. I have 21 inches here, and the width is 5 inches because I've hemmed all around and I'm left with 5 inches. So measure the space you have there, and that is where we'll be attaching our belt. I'll stitch it down with 1/2 inch, and on the other side I'll place my belt on it too, and I'll stitch it with 1/2 inch. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. So after attaching my belt, this is how everything is looking. So this is how easy it is. So if you have any questions, you can help me on the comment section. So I'll keep this aside. Let's draft out our sleeve. I folded another fabric into 2. So guys, because of the choice of fabric I made use of, so the chalk wasn't showing very well. So I'm marking in 1 inch from the center front. So marking 1 inch all the way down. So after marking the 1 inch, I will connect. So after that, I'm going to come down 4 inches for my cap height. So I came down 4 inches for my cap height. Now for my armhole, for my elbow, I came down 13 inches for my elbow point. And for the full length of my sleeve, I made use of 23 inches. So I wish I made it longer. So it was after cutting it out that I was like, I would have made it longer. But so now on the cap height, I will divide my round armhole by 2. I'll mark. Then I'll add my stitching allowance. So we're doing all this measurement is coming after the 1 inch. Now from the hem, from the starting line of the sleeve, I'll connect it to my cap height to the measurement I marked on the cap height. So I'm connecting it to the armhole measurement. So now I'll measure what I have there. So I have 11 inches. I'll divide that 11 inches by 2. I'll get the middle point, which is 5.5. Then on that point, I'll go up by 1/2 inch. So I went up by 1/2 inch. So from the tip of the sleeve, I'll connect to the 1/2 inch, and I'll connect it down to the cap height this way. So now we are done. So on the elbow line, I took my round elbow measurements. I marked it there, and I added my stitching allowance, and I connected. So whatever measurement I have on the elbow, I took it all the way down to the full length, because if you watch the one we're trying to recreate, they used a rope. They added a rope to hers, but for mine, I added an elastic because I didn't want the rope. So if you want the rope on, all you're going to do is just to use the rope to gather the hem of your sleeve. So whatever measurement I have on the elbow, I took it all the way down to the full length of the sleeve. Since I'm going to be adding an elastic to it, or you can add a rope to yours. It all depends on what you want. So guys, I'm done. I will just trace out all the excess we have. And guys, remember we took all the measurements after the 1 inch we marked in. So after cutting out, this is what I have. This sleeve to cut out the second one, and I'll open up the center front. So I'll do that and bring it back. So here I have those 4 pieces because I've opened up the center front. So remember, for the slits, I'll be closing some parts. So on the upper part, initially I came down by 6 inches, but I later adjusted it. But here I have not adjusted it yet. So I'll stitch down 1 inch up to that 6 inches. Then for the hem, I came up by 4 inches. So it depends on how opened you want your sleeve to be. So I'll stitch up to that 4 inches. So I'll stitch it down up to that point I've marked, and I'll close the sides with 1 inch we added and hem the lower part. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. So guys, here I've attached my sleeve, and for the opening I use a hemming gum to hold it down, and I've added my elastic. I lost a clip of when I did all that, so I'm so sorry. And I didn't even know I was recording this on slow motion until I started editing this video. So please bear with me. So the only thing I did here was, like I said, you can add a rope to the hem of your sleeve, or you can add elastic like I did. So after that, after closing the hem and using using a hemming gum to hold this the opening part, then you attach the sleeve to the top. I have several videos on the channel on how to do that. So guys, with this, we'll be coming to the end of this tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching up to this point, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and on your post notification button so you get notified anytime I post a new video. And if you have any tutorials you want me to recreate, you can send me a DM at sewwithsomi on Instagram, or you can equally send me a DM at sewwithsomi on Facebook. So thank you guys so much. See you on my next video. Bye.